Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, phase two of government, as Starmer likes to call it, it's not going well, is it? Everything's breaking down and the wheels are falling off. And not just for him, of course, it's the same for his right-hand man, Morgan McSweeney. He is becoming very expendable, increasingly so. And it's all to do with the blame game over the whole of this Mandelson debacle for a start. But the Borberidgemas rumblings that's coming from number 10 as they're all rushing for the lose seat because they're all absolutely cacking their pants at what's to come. Now, of course, Morgan McSweeney, is desperate to stay in office, although it's becoming increasingly hard when you lose people like Paul Ovenden, who went the other day. A close aide and personal friend of McSweeney. He's becoming increasingly exposed and it's very lonely out there. Politics is a rough game when you haven't got friends. But the Tories managed to get their debate over the whole of this Mandelson thing. And the panic stations in number 10 as they look increasingly towards the big book of excuses for what happened. And they were there all weekend, of course, as we've said before. They all went in on the Sunday and they stayed overnight. They're trying to stitch together a whole series of excuses that will excuse this whole, debacle. You can call it what you like, fuck up, really, and put it bluntly. Starmer's position post-Mandelson is saying that I only knew Mandelson was sort of fond of Epstein, and if I knew he really liked him, I would never have made him ambassador. Come on, man. You really want people to believe that? It's almost as though it's children's excuses, isn't it? Oh, well, one big man did it, run away. Horrible, isn't it? These people are an absolute joke. It is farcical. Anyway, an unnamed Downing Street source has said that it is shocking for Mr. McSweeney to have left Starmer so exposed. He says a lot of us are losing patience with him. Now, I'm presuming they're meaning McSweeney rather than Starmer, but I don't know. Could be both. It's been briefed that McSweeney himself, though, is now driving this new plan. They're going to launch this new thing. And it's a meeting of progressives and all this sort of thing. What he's trying to do is look busy and put a gloss on things and say, hey, look everybody, don't look at that thing over there. Look at the shiny thing over here. Don't look at what that was. Don't look over there. Look over there. Look over there. You know, trying to distract us, blinding us with how genius he is at other things. But the fact remains that McSweeney has really screwed the pooch. And Starmer doesn't know what to do because Starmer can't think. Starmer's quite brainless. He's an educated man, no denying that. He's not a very clever man, and he certainly can't think on his feet, and he's not quick-witted, and he can't come up with a bon mot. He sits there and someone will say something, and you see him like, Mr. Speaker, we have to... And he just can't respond. Thatcher was very quick. Boom. Blair was very quick on a rejoinder. I didn't like him, but boy, he was quick on the rejoinders. There's a few of them. You've got to be able to think on your feet. Starmer, if it hasn't been written for him, he can't deal with it. He's autistic, but not in a good way. You know, because usually autistic people are very good with single focused things such as, you know, maths. I mean, I worked in computers and accounts my whole life, and geez, 90% of the people in there were autistic. But they, you know, they're ideally suited for that kind of job. As indeed am I. I mean, you know, I'm one of them. But Starmer in a position like that, that's not a job for an autistic person. And this is not denigration. I'm genuinely not denigrating the man for this. If that's what his condition is, that's fine. Don't have a problem with it. But he's not doing the best job for someone with autism, is it? Communication. No. Sitting down at a desk with a pencil and a slide rule, he'll be a boy. Leading a country, dealing with human beings, meh, not so much. Let me know what you think. Thanks very much, as always. And hit subscribe. We're going to get there. We're so close. Nearly 97,000 now. Taste it. Thanks very much. Bye.